How does a single teenager take over the global music charts using lyrics that traditional industry gatekeepers can't even understand? This chart shows the streaming math, and the numbers are staggering. By his early 20s, Shami was pulling in billions of views. His track Diwali alone climbed past global pop standards to become one of the top 5 most watched music videos on the entire planet. But if you ask the established music elite, they'll tell you it's a fluke. They call him a copycat. Critics openly complain that his lyrics are complete nonsense, arguing that his massive viewership has to be an algorithmic glitch. To understand the disconnect between his planetary numbers and his angry critics, we have to throw out the idea of an overnight viral sensation and look closely at where he spent the last 7 years. Long before the stadium tours, Abdul Rahman Fawaz was a kid growing up in Damascus, Syria, until the complexities of war and displacement forced his family to flee. He spent 7 formative years in exile in Turkey. Isolated and trying to adapt, he started experimenting in a makeshift home studio. He used cheap gear to channel the grief of losing his home into his early recordings. In that room, he engineered a highly specific sound. He took classical, formal Arabic phrasing and fused it directly with raw, modern street slang. Older generations and traditional gatekeepers found this hybrid language baffling, but for millions of displaced Arab youth navigating multiple cultures and borders, he was speaking their exact language. Those lyrics the critics dismissed as incomprehensible were actually a precise cultural code, designed explicitly for a new generation that felt ignored by mainstream pop. Armed with that sound, Shami partnered with an independent label and started dropping tracks. By late 2023, he released Ya Lail wa Ya Lain, followed closely in early 2024 by Sabran. The streaming data was immediate and undeniable. His single Wayne alone crossed the 100 million view mark in a matter of months, landing at number 28 on the global top music video chart. The music industry couldn't ignore the math. By May 2025, the independent kid from Damascus was co-writing and releasing a summer anthem with Egyptian megastar Tamer Hosni, fully integrating himself into the mainstream elite. This momentum translated instantly to the real world. He began selling out arenas in Dubai while simultaneously booking major venues deep into European markets like Sweden and Germany. As the numbers climbed, the haters got louder, accusing him of copying others. Shami responded publicly, asking where those critics were when he was spending 7 years quietly grinding out his style in a Turkish bedroom. His rise isn't a random viral event. It's the result of 7 years spent bypassing the industry gatekeepers to build an audience that is now entirely his own. The final proof came from objective institutions. Shami secured not 1, but 2 Guinness World Records, based strictly on his chart data. At the Billboard Arabia Music Awards in Riyadh, he swept the floor, taking home 4 trophies, including Best Levante Artist and Best Indie Song. Seeing him on stage today is a cultural coronation. He performs his tracks backed by traditional drummers, physically merging his Syrian heritage with modern production for thousands of fans. By centering his music on the friction of displacement, he provided a shared linguistic home for millions of young people across the Arab diaspora. The industry establishment tried to dismiss a sound they didn't recognize, but after billions of independent streams and 2 world records, Shami has reached a level of success that the establishment simply can't ignore.